Hello dear student. So today we'll discuss our lecture 4, and that lecture 4 it will the major agenda or the topic is multitasking and RTOS. So first we'll discuss what is multitasking operating system. As the term suggests, multiple tasks. That means it can perform multiple tasks at a time. So what are the different multiple tasks involved in that process? So different multiple tasks are like browser, Excel, Paint, media player. All this multiple process wants to access your single CPU. So in that situation, how the operating system handle all these processes means how operating system use its context switching operation in that particular context, means switching between the CPUs of the switching between the process to access the CPU. So multitasking in an operating system is allowing user to perform more than one computer task at a time. The operating system is able to keep track of where you are in this task and go from one to the other without losing information. So if we focused on this process, this diagram, there is three processes are involved: process A, process B, and process C. Three process wants to access your CPU at a time. So switching between this process occurred so quickly that it gives the appearance of executing all of this process at the same time. Means I'm giving, say, a particular time quantum for each and every process. Say process A, I'm giving, say, 10 seconds for each process. Say process A, when wants to access the CPU, it will execute for 10 seconds, then it will swap out from CPU to memory. Then again process B will be swapping from memory to CPU, and it will execute for 10 seconds. Then again after 10 seconds, when the time quantum is expired, then it will swap out from your CPU to main memory. In that in that continuous execution, all these processes will execute in that particular concept. So often students ask me one question, that what are the basic difference between multi-programming, multitasking, multi-threading, and multiprocessing, as all these names are quite synonymous. But they have some internal differences. The multi-programming means a computer running more than one program at a time. All these multiple programs may be, say, running Excel file, Paint application, or any web browser like Firefox. They are executing simultaneously. That is called multi-programming. So in that multi-programming, actually jobs are kept into disk, and OS actually fetches this job from the job pool, and all these jobs are actually kept from job pool or disks to main memory. Then in multi-programming, system processes are executed actually concurrently. And but in case of multiprocessing, a computer using more than one CPU at a time, more than one CPU at a time in that case. But in case of multitasking, task is share a common resource, like there is one single CPU concept. And multi-threading is an extension part of multitasking, because as we know that process consists of lots of lightweight processes. Each lightweight process is called thread. Now we focus on real time operating system, RTOS. So RTOS, when in a situation like operation in nuclear plant, missile throwing, or control system in power plant industry, where response time is very crucial. So fast response within a specified time interval is must. Otherwise, it will cause a huge damage or huge financial losses, or sometimes losses of human lives. In this situation, real time operating system is very useful. Say, when you focus on the critical care unit, the entire monitoring system is RTO, based on RTOS. So, our real time system is a system when it is interacting with real world process that will actually move at a certain rate. An operating system that can handle real time system is called real time operating system. So this operating system must have scheduling algorithm that control the response time. So RTOS is an operating system intended to serve real-time application that process data as it comes in, mostly without buffer delay. And it is a time-bound system that can be defined as fixed time constants. In this type of system, processing must be done inside a specified constants. Otherwise, there will be a system failure. Now, what are the different types of RTOS actually available? The major three types of RTOS are hard real-time operating system. In hard real-time operating system, the deadline is handled very strictly, which means that given task must started executing on a specific scheduling time and must be completed within the assigned time duration. Example: medical critical care system, aircraft system, missile launching system, power plant industry, control system in power plant industry. And the next type is farm real time operating system. This type of RTOS is actually needed to follow the deadline. However, missing a deadline may not have a big impact but could cause undesired effect like huge reduction in quality of production. Say when I'm making a movie, if there is no synchronization between video file with audio file, then the entire flavor will be missing, right? So example is various type of multimedia application for farm real time. And another third part is soft real time operating system. In soft real time, RTOS accepts some delay by operating system. In this type RTOS, there is a deadline assigned for a specific job, but a delay for a small amount of time is acceptable. So deadlines are handled softly by this RTOS. For example, online transaction system and say livestock price quotation system are part of soft real time operating system. So if you have any question, then you can submit your question in the your comment box. I will give the assignment in our next lecture.